Mike V. Where's the thing? Oh, I got you. I apologize, Mike V. Head trader. I'm not the smartest guy. I'm one of the few guys that still says like when you talk to a younger like millennial or zennial, you like I'm not. You still say like I'm not good at computers. You still say computers. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm not good at pasting or I say computers. Sorry about that. I actually did load it. I'm being facetious to a degree, but I don't have to because I have the TradeGATEHub team behind me, which, by the way, is sponsored by Tradeview Markets. In this very volatile time of election day in the United States, at least today being Monday, and I will digress one second. If you really want to know what's going on, we'll go jumping back and forth. You go to watch Coach's video. Dale Pinker, Traders Call him Coach this morning, already garnering 147 views, probably more than I'll garner the whole day. And rightfully so. He's got a very good plan and a cerebral plan. As I say it a lot, but I leave that to the professionals. He's that guy. Go back and look what Coach is doing. This being Monday election eve, Tuesday being election, Wednesday. This is what we're doing. Okay. Besides sentiment, this is bottom line. I shared my universe. Everybody's got to do their own due diligence or their own homework. But this is how I am approaching it. I don't say I don't care, blah, blah, blah. SMC, I was the only one in the country buying at 24 to 28. Not true. This is how I'm handling. This is what you should know going into it. I posted last evening, Sunday night, leaders, stocks, and themes. Everything, every stock here. I can't split the screen appropriately. All these stocks you should be going through every one of the LEU and GV, one of the happens to be one of the biggest sectors of winners today. Well, losers, uranium. Okay, that was posted last evening. It's no surprise. Root already has an $8 range. It's hot. Kava's flying. Sweet Green breaking out. Oh, and again, Amazon post day after earnings. DJT. DJT. Okay, so it is what it is. If you don't know it, that's fine. Let's assume you don't. And that's fine. Because maybe we have some people that are crossing over from the forex side. We appreciate that. DJT. All right, so I'm going through charts and I look at DJT, election proxies. DJT stands for Donnie Trump. Okay, the chart on Donnie today. Obviously, as I said in the segue, this is election eve. Speculative to say the least. Okay, here's the 2-minute chart. Coach will yell at me. Actually looks more than it is because if I go to the settings and go to this morning at 4:30 a.m., which I am up, all right, DJT was, $27. Doesn't look like a lot because I have to expand my charts at this moment. Like I said, that's my plan. I'm zeroing in on some things, and I'll tell you why later. 27.80 to 32. All right, so it already has a $5 range, DJT. There's a long-term chart. Is that, a lot of these charts look that way. Is that short-term? A lot of they look the other way too, flipped. I'll go over them. The point being is, or some of them, is that these are the playbook for me now is you have to, this is the only list you have to know. Maybe some to take money out of the market. As I said before, that's our job. It's not to be right. We can't all be like Dale. Sometimes I'm here to just take money out of the market and play price moves and gain some edge over basically three decades of experience at somewhat of a high level. And I'm here to have you teach you that too. LEU. Well, I'll do that before. FUTU is up $5 today. Tiger calls it going off the board. Tesla. LI am bagged in. I'm not going to lie. All right. So that's the list. Okay. So this being Monday, late morning right now. Let's call it noon. Let's call it midday Monday. Okay. The election is Tuesday. Wednesday comes out. The next 3 days, I am handling it like one day. What is the theme I always say here? And I'm not alone on this. We've had several guests agree that, the markets, it's not how you open, it's how you close. Much like that metaphor for life that I hopefully comes true. When it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Pardon. This is Monday. All today Monday to me is equivalent of a morning. It's smash and grab repositioning. Anybody that's doing anything now is basically repositioning or gambling. Get both, okay? And if you want to do one or the other, if you don't have the demo account or live account, look at this. Look how simple it is, okay? Boom, submit references. I love cookies. There you go. Boom, step, step, step. There's a team behind me, believe me, not literally, but trust me, they're breathing over me. Why? Because we want to make open accounts and have people trade with. It's the bottom line. One or two accounts, even 100 accounts is not going to make a difference in my life. But if you, one person trader, gets to know, this is my platform that I use. Doesn't mean it's the best. But there's some BMWs, Mercedes, Bugattis, Porsches, everybody, Aston Martins. I run the same garage. It's just what tailors best to you. With that being said, is Monday, this whole day of Monday is the morning. Tuesday, election day. I'm a little bit of an old timer. So we used to say lunchtime was more of a time, where things would die down. Lunchtime trading would be, you really wouldn't have an edge. They say there was proverbial thinner volume, and there was for a lot. There may be, I saw CGC, good post, Alexis. And maybe there is now. And the bottom line is, Wednesday after the results, if they are concluded, some people may think it may be even protracted or contested. It might not be uh, uh, concrete or official, whatever you want to call it. It's not like we wake up and the new president is. It doesn't seem like it's going to be that clean anymore. And by the way, if you look at the VIX, you want it. Well, I'll get there. I'll look at that in a second. But I'm going to point down the VIX right now because I know I say things and forget them. TNA. What's this thing? All right. So Wednesday, that's the close. I mean, you want to smash and grab now, fine. Anybody that's initiating positions, beware of what you're getting. A lot of binary moves. We even have a lot of still earnings to fall back and some Fed talk. Some people are even saying that the Fed might be more because it's the here and now of what might be going on, if you will. The Fed talk might even move the market more than some of the election dribbling out the real results, if you will. And I get it to a degree. All right. So Wednesday, that's the close to me. There's plenty of the smart money is made after. There's plenty of money to be made after, just as much, if not more. Maybe a trend will set, who knows, but you know how trading is. You lose money before, you don't, whatever it takes, you just never make it back. It just never goes back your way when you're doing the wrong thing. And you know what? And this gets back to my VIX point. You think that the VIX, here's the VIX, coming down to a little bit of support on the 21 day. That's the big, all right, fine. So they built up they took the VIX up, if you will, gap up, by the way. It worked on volume. See this day? Gap up worked. If it was a stock, would you buy it? Now, you could look at it that way. Why don't you look at it that way? The market tells all anyway. But now again, you're coming into 24. People start it starts getting real serious now, if you will. So the protection is cheap. Is anybody worried? No, it doesn't look like that. I mean, it's still come on. I mean, last year, 4 years ago, they rioted the Capitol. There were riots. They took over they took over the government. And they're not even pricing a possibility of that. And again, hope it doesn't go the other way. So that leaves me to say that, first of all, the VIX is still elevated a touch, which means I don't think a lot of CTAs can put new money to work. I think it's around. I'll look afterwards, but for me, like I said at the beginning of the week last week, and I even got a new notebook today. You know what I mean? And besides Robinhood, I see it. Good post. I haven't even written one thing down today that I feel concrete. What's concrete mean? Sweepers. You got to wait till after. Those of you out here know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Where's Dwayne Collins? Where's DC? Don't worry. Where's that football? I threw out the notebook. I saw the bet though. I know it. DC, it's okay. We all got day jobs. Don't worry about the parlay. I watched it. Come back and say hi. It's all good. Here's the list for today. DJT's on the list. ENVX are taking up the batteries. Boyle bounce. Boyle. UNG closed at the year low, capitulation into the Friday. I didn't have the guts to do it. You know what? It wasn't even guts to do it. I've seen this trade before. You know, everything unwinding, the market, everything unwinding into a Friday, 3 big days of volume, and now, you know what I mean? Did I want to buy it at the bottom? No, I didn't want. There's so much going on where I thought there might be a slight edge. It didn't work. It didn't mean an edge to take a shot, considering what I just said or previously about what's going on here. But Boyle, bottom line is from 690, the stock didn't move. What, 12, 14% already off the bottom. Decent volume. It is skewed. CGC. You know what I mean? This, you know what this is? This is all. These are all piker bets. These are all administrative piker bets. Marijuana, get it. Oil's going up, although there was no oil news today. I get it. I mean, come on. Drug having a day. This says it all. There's drug. Mick, I know you, maybe if you're working, do whatever you're doing. Go in the bathroom, hide in the bathroom. You gotta like lease some sort of freaking other office space, or like in Seinfeld. Go into like the maintenance closet and get down there and make some trades. Are we in this drug or not? This is a trade right here. Root. Same thing. I brought it up before. There's root. Still has an $8 range. Doesn't mean you have to bet on an administration or even the Fed. Stock ripping, has huge ranges in play. Play levels. Let me take off the 4:30 a.m. because I'm the only psycho. Actually, that's not true. There's a root. All right. Root, that the previous day before it went to 128. That was the opening range. 780, you know, there it is. You want it to be where it opened, actually. 81. It actually reported somewhat of a finance. Oh, you get the thing. Blaine Collins, DC. I hope we need to listen. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, all right? I'll give you a winner coming up. 780s up 10-0. Was that what it was? Oh, you know what? I did throw out the notebook. I thought it was Michigan State getting points. We'll talk afterwards. I have a feeling we'll be talking more about it, to be honest with you. All right. So, aside from which I usually post on Sunday, I'm getting veering off topic. Veering off topic means, you know, besides the usual upgrades, downgrades, Wall Street research that we post on TGH. Gold, thank you for posting. You know, certain things that I think that are relevant or to set up the week. Speculators. I'm thinking about 100,000 people in Oklahoma State. The Baz. Speculators boost bullish bets on the US dollar, the longest position in 4 months. Not long enough for me. Not long enough to be wrong. Major economic events. Here we have still earnings. Planeteer, HIMS, DraftKings, Riven, U. TTD got upgraded. It's not even up that much. Beware. SMCI has earnings tonight. I'm not going to go over SMCI. DC, if the parlay won, give me the address. I'll send you the sweatshirt. Nice one, too. Beware. That's fun. Okay. Plant earnings. TGH. Outside, I shouldn't have signed off, but outside of this, I don't even think it's going to call binary. Like I said, some people even thinking the Fed might move more than the actual decision of the market, hence the VIX. FOMC meeting Wednesday. So Wednesday's huge. Wednesday is going to be Wednesday's a parlay. God forbid you get the presidential election right. If you get the solars wrong and all, but I'll post. We already posted. If Surfs Up already didn't post which groups are supposed to move. I think our boy Cf from has it. I liked it, or from her, he has it. So besides which groups are obvious, at least the short term, they'll move even if it's not official, the speculation. But long term, the Fed's Wednesday too. Still have some earnings, and there it is. You know what I mean? With no matter what type of style trader you are, I'm going to say the opposite. I know there's always a find that you're never lacking of opinions or things to do. I think it's, as they say sometimes, what is it? In golf or trading, 90% is mental, 10% is mechanical. I think it really is knowing what type of trader you are and having a plan. This could be a moment where you make a little bit of a difference in your life or have a cushion going forward. It is. You have to treat it that way. If you're on the boardwalk in New Jersey and you freaking sell t-shirts and hot dogs, this is freaking July 4th to Memorial Day run. This isn't Christmas where you're looking for people to come in. This is it. Good traders run to the volatility, you know that, but you got to be aware and have your plan and know what you're doing. Don't get over your head. Sorry to pontificate. TGTX fucking ripping back. Did I sell it? I didn't. I'm out there to sell TGTX too. So much of it. Where am I? Did I sell it? I bought it. I'm allowed to sell it right here too, and they're not going to give it to me. It would be a nice out. TGTX, I came in long. What am I going to do? Open opinions. Came in long. Okay, look at the stock closed. I actually sold some pre-market up. Let's go back to the videotape. I sold some up. I said, man, this thing looks good. Yeah, 4:30 a.m. I was up at 4:30 a.m. selling 2,000 VGTX. Right here, that's me. Mike V selling the top. Stock closed. I sold a bunch at 27.81. Here's the trade right here. It's going up now, TPB. Sold. Mike V. I sold 2,000, 27.72. I said, all right, this looks okay. I did the right thing. I held it. I said, I got a winner here. I won't be a piker and offer a little bit out. And usually, by the way, like, I don't even know what the stat is now, but it's a lot higher. And for those people that like to trade pre-market, I don't know what it is, but back when it's got to be higher. I know it is. Like, the stat was 81% of your trades that you wind up initiating pre-market, which means whatever trading hours those are these days, let's call it 4 a.m. to 9:30 a.m., wound up being better, meaning you sold it poorly more than, I think it's 2 hours or by the first fade of the morning. So I'm saying to myself, all right, no problem. But now listen, I covered it good. I'm buying this thing same time in the morning. Now what do? I'm in. Looks good. Now I got to worry if I didn't know it, would I buy it? I don't know if I'd buy it here, 24.70. Here's my price. Let's go over some active trading here. Not how you handle the winners, how you handle the losers. All settings, position info. I got 9,600 from 25.93. No problem. Okay. The stock this morning, 22, 21, 22. I get buying it, selling it at this break. It won't break this this 25. What do? Now I got to worry about the administration trade. Trump wins. Now, it's obviously a therapeutic. Now I got to worry about, normally I'd be like, the stock is near a 25 strike price. I actually disseminate the news. I got bio guys. Go to my Twitter feed. That's what I'm thinking now. I think at least it holds a 25 strike price. It's an option stock. It is a Monday. So there's some clearing to do, but I think it hangs around. They could have listen, if they wanted to bring it down here, God forbid they could have. They could have. So that's positive in the medium term. Now I got to deal with administration. Now I got to deal with some size. I don't listen. I'm at the sell. I'll show you I'm at the sell. I have no problem with it. Where is it? Open orders. I'm at the sell. An ad. What is it? At 3. What's going on here? Wayfair, CMG. I had that short overnight. Peton, CDXC, Twilo coming in. CDXC. I had a lot of this. I got to sell it. CDXC at 14,000 left. I had a nice trade in this thing. How could I not take CDXC? Another one. Another light trade. Look at the video afterwards. I'll talk about it more. Okay. I looked at CDXC. All right. Stock's got it in it. I was a little afraid. Poor term of the volume. I thought maybe the proverbial juice was out of the punch bowl. Now it is. I'm selling 8,000 here. I'll even hit the bid lower. And it might, it's, you know what? It's, if I sell it, it lets me sell it, it's gonna go up. These let me sell it right away. Another trade, executions. That guy let me sell freaking, and a stock that has no problem. All right, so I'm only long 8,000 now. FCX looking good. AMD, SMCI, day before earnings. Trade. You have to be aware of this. It's posted, believe me, surfs up posts all the time. Post up right here. Right here. Well, it's after the close. I thought it was after the close, right? I'm a day off. Maybe it's Tuesday. Well, then I got lucky. Well, I didn't get lucky. My thesis was wrong. I might be early. Here it is for next week. That's Monday. All right. It's up before the open on Tuesday. Fact, after the close on Monday. Still, this is sexy. Look at this group. A-Lab, the baby Nvidia, acting like, I don't know, Vertex, SMCI, the day before earnings. This is the dissertation emphasis SMCI. Accounting issues. Unless you think that their accounting is completely fraudulent, that's why it bounced. They're buying the rumor, selling the news. You know what I mean? You know what that is? That's people covering and dealers buying stock back because they're covering, people are hedging with calls long. That's not a one-day reversal. People are covering. I don't care what the entity is. Nothing fundamentally changed with the stock that has earnings Tuesday morning, Tuesday night. Let's find out. Sign into, this is my YouTube screen. Everybody should be following it. And you want to know why? I only follow freaking, you know, 70 people. Testing. Best, yeah, one of the best besides Coach, one of the best traders out there. Yes, even Dan follows him. All right, SMCI. That's why it's down today too, by the way. Where is this thing? Sir, when does this thing have earnings, please? You hear? Now I got this far. I'll cut off my I'll cut my losses. I'm not gonna get too hung up on this. This is SMCI. After the close on Tuesday. Okay, that's it right there. And look at this. I'm the only one in America. I came in long 2000. I said it was a feeler. Look, I'm actually selling it. After hold on, I bought it well. I don't know why I bought it. And I sold some right here. I bought it, average price at 25.17, and I sold it at 26. If I was short it, I'd never be holding it. Believe me. The market's going on here. What's going on? 37, Halo, SMAR, GM up huge, UAL at the low of the day. I'm short it. I'm about to cover a lot of it. I'm up in some UAL. UAL. Something came down a lot. UAL, I'm up in today, I think. I got 9,000 UAL. I'm up 17,000. I'm here to cover UAL 77.95. What, I was just up 40,000 here. What came in? BGTX, Twilo, UAL, BE. This is a stock I'm buying, regardless of administration. Where's this thing? Regardless of administration, taking calls before. Come on. This is it. Fizzler. The Fizzler comeback was more. Now I'm thinking of First Solar. Let's talk macro. 1 second. As DC comes up with a play for Monday night here so I can bail out. Okay, this is a macro situation. Fizzler came out with earnings. Maybe before the administration risk really came to flight, I wouldn't doubt if it was, okay? But First Solar was one of the first to have earnings. Yes, it was an earnings week. First Solar had earnings. Why do I can't get this after hours? Oh, 8 p.m. 4:30, 8 p.m. Okay. First Solar, I thought it was lower than 180. This is considering after hours for what? A month? First Solar hit 180. Okay. I actually believe it got lower somehow pre-market, but I can't let my charts don't lie. And believe me, they're the oil for the engine. One of them. All right. So First Solar and earnings very easily could have said it's all over. It's a best of breed solar. It has geopolitical risk. It's a behemoth best of breed. Got everything you need to it. Like has crude in it, leveraged the crude to a degree. All right. So First Solar, they could have blasted it out of there. So now, when I'm thinking about First Solar and the other solar stocks for that matter, considering now there is huge political risk. I don't know if it's geopolitical. I'm not if I'm using that word correctly, at least binary in the US for the short term. Is Fizzler good earnings? Is it a short squeeze? Is it a product of what's to come? I don't know. 3 days and 3 days move has a nice range. But another stock that I saw is I changed it to 9:30 a.m. and I want the market that goes at 4 p.m. for normal individuals. This stock is taking calls for a while, and I looked at it on Friday. I didn't take it because whatever it is. It doesn't mean it's over. And I just bought 800 on air. PE. Who would want this thing? But run is going up. Look at run now. Oh, EMPH when no one's looking. The biggest dog of them all. Why was had it now? I bet you it's a lot higher than it was. SEDG was 15. It's almost up 25, 20%. Oh God. It's one of two things. You either take some money with Purdue. I used to love Purdue. You know what I used to like on Purdue? It might be before your time, DC. Was it him? Terry Cummings. That was my Purdue guy. It's the only guy I ever knew that played for Purdue. And wasn't Big Country or something played for Purdue. I digress. For now, it's smash and grab. Know what's going on. This is the time to be some people say you can listen, but you're not hearing. This is the time to be. When I say focus, it's also the time to be present. You know what I mean? Have a plan. Get on the I don't pontificate. Get on the demo. The plan. It's easier to adjust and learn on a mistake or something that goes awry than here listening to me. You could watch 100 straight hours of Tiger Woods hitting a golf ball till your eyes bleed. It's gonna be probably just look the same. You know what I mean? But when you get hit the golf ball, it's completely different. Get on a demo. Get on a live account. Tradeview markets, lowest spreads, tightest commissions, award-winning service, or else the first aren't doing. I'm not here to believe me. This trading takes the majority if not all, of what I do. Okay, it's for you. We want people to trade. There's no other thing like it. Now that all matters, or some maybe futures levels that may or may not hold predicated upon your positions. Oh, they got a gamma squeeze coming. The 5,700. This is from the public Jesus feed too, by the way. All can see. You know what this is? This is beautiful. I love this. This is like having the poster like on my wall as a kid, as of who was it, Farrah Fawcett or whatever. I look at this. All right. Another one I want to post from one people, some of the, but we don't find many. Good guy too. I said before, he posted about what would do good or not. Here's a couple of things. I mean, I could have said it, but this is art visual. Harris wins. Defense, energy, the tan, we brought it up. China, crime. People want more guns. Oh my God, I can't believe I just said that. Wouldn't it be better if Trump wins, KRE, the banks, we can all keep going amok? XBI, less regulation, people we live until they're 200, flying around all over the place, trading all day long, just looking at things. Commissions, right here, I'm going to buy $10,000. Just look at it. Oh, I can't. It's a shame I'm not being around for it. So if Harris wins, I'm going to get political. If I didn't already. So if Harris wins, this is what's good now. China. Crime goes up. Great. Clean energy. Don't care. I'm the guy that leaves every light on anyway. And defense. There's going to be conflicts. Donnie wins. Look at this. Favorable cryptos. Everybody. Beautiful. Not making money in Onion or SMCI cryptos. Beautiful. XBI, drugs. Everybody's rich. It'd be like the 80s. Ronnie Reagan again. They'd be rich and on drugs. Beautiful. I'm done. I had to look up this top 5 of Purdue. All right, Mike V. Listen, I don't want to be, I'm here all day. You got to ask comments, suggestions, and questions. Thank you. All kidding aside, I will implore everybody to watch Coach's video again. They gave already garnering several views as people are going. But again, posting updates, all movers, Surf Something myself, the team behind us. Thanks for tuning in. Have a plan. Cheers.